Hey, what's up? How you doing? Thank you very much for being here. Make sure you subscribe for another episode of the Global Latin Factor. We have an amazing person that's going to tell us her story and also going to tell us different things that she's done here in the DFW area. Motivation for Latinos everywhere. Make sure you stay tuned. You do not want to miss. Subscribe right now. We'll see you in a bit. Welcome, you and all, to another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. My name is Crispin Valentin. Thank you very much for being here. Make sure you go and subscribe to the YouTube channel. You know, it helps us. Like the video, leave us a comment. Let us know where you're listening to. We appreciate the ones that already took the time to subscribe. We are really, truly appreciate it. We're this close. So, me and Carlos, we're at this close to getting to 1,000 subscribers in a 2-year period. I know some people move faster. However, we feel like we'll be moving at a great pace, and it's all thanks to you. Today, we have an amazing episode because we have a published model. She has done and been an amazing Catrina model for Alfa de las Catrinas. She made it in a few magazine covers. We have today the amazing Brisa. How you doing today?
Thank you. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for having me tonight. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm so grateful that I get to be here tonight because I would say this is my first time doing podcast, like solo mode. And I'm so excited.
Thank you very much for being here. We're going to have a great time. And
Thank you.
You came a long way, but I do appreciate your time very much, and I hope you enjoy it. So, vamos a empezar. We're going to start with a segment that I like to call Preguntas al Chile. You already know the segment. Which one will you pick?
Preguntas
Give
al
us
Chile.
a subscription once again so you can check out the graphics that Carlos put together. ¿Estás lista?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Lista.
¿Tacos o tortas?
Oh, tacos.
Corn tortilla or flour tortilla?
More.
Eso. Gorditas o sopes?
Oh, that's hard. Gorditas.
Gorditas. Mexican coca, the drink o jarrito?
Oh, no. Jarrito.
Jarrito.
Mm-hmm.
Agua de horchata, Jamaica, or tamarindo?
Jamaica.
Yeah, that's my favorite too.
It's good for
Agua de
your
Jamaica.
blood.
What is it? For
It's
your
good
blood?
for your blood. Yeah.
It will make sense, right? It's red.
Right?
But the blood is not red when you get cut. Like when inside your body, it's not red.
Right.
When it comes out, it's red. I didn't know that.
Interesting.
Yeah, very much.
Didn't know that either.
Lista, salsa verde, salsa roja?
Roja. I made the best salsa roja, I have to say.
What makes your salsa the best?
The chile rallado.
Uh-huh.
It's from where I am. It's the only place you will find it. So.
And you're from originally?
Hidalgo, Pachuca Hidalgo.
Pachuca Hidalgo. And that particular chile, is there like what does it taste like? The difference from other chiles?
Spicy. Yeah, really, really spicy. But with the rice, you have to chart everything to make it delicious. So you'll try it.
I have to try your salsa one of these days.
You will, with tacos.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have to try your salsa one of these days.
Yes, you will.
Menudo or pozole?
Pozole.
Pozole?
I don't like menudo.
Yeah.
No.
The texture?
The texture. Yeah. And just thinking, how they make it, I don't know. Might not be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's more the texture though.
It's the texture. Yeah.
Definitely.
I like pozole.
Churros o flan?
Churros.
Okay. Valentina, Tapatio, Cholula, or Tabasco hot sauce?
Valentina.
Valentina?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's like everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
I think so. Okay, this was interesting. Conchitas, the brown ones, the white ones, or the pink ones?
Brown.
Did you know they had a different flavor?
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brown ones, they're chocolate.
Yeah,
With the
chocolate.
Definitely.
Pero vainilla, maybe too.
Yeah, the pink ones are good. All the conchitas are great. We're not discriminating. For right now, she's going with the brown one.
Yes.
Okay, this one's interesting. It's a little different, not like the other ones, but we like to, it's fun. A conspiracy theory that you can almost guarantee when somebody told it to you or when you heard it, it's like, that has to be true. Do you know what a conspiracy theory is? Conspiraciones.
Teorías de conspiración. Yeah.
Do you know, in una que has escuchado, one that you heard that you're like, that has to be true, like aliens.
Yeah. There is one. I think we all are being watched.
I think so too. I think somebody in the moon is watching this actually.
Yeah, we're being watched over like all the
I
time.
can agree with you on that,
Yeah.
definitely. Okay, so and right now we're being watched by all y'all. Make sure you go subscribe, go
Please,
play.
yeah.
What comes to mind when you first hear the word Latino?
Success.
Success?
Yeah.
Awesome. And do you care if people call you Latina? Do you prefer being called Mexicana since you're from Mexico? What do you prefer?
I prefer Latina, because we speak same language, Latinos, and that's how we communicate, and that's how make us, unify more. So you don't have to be Mexican to, say I'm a Latino, and you just have to, speak same language.
Yeah.
And it's not just the language; it's like how you act, how you talk to people, how us Latinos, we do things very differently, like with more passion, with more, I don't know, alegría,
More joy.
joy.
Yes,
Exactly.
I like that very much. Thank you for that answer. Okay, so you are originally from Mexico. Do you recall your journey or your parents' journey here? Because it was about, when you got here, you were about 16, right?
I was 16.
Okay. So do you know your journey of your parents or yourself as far as how you got here?
I came here by myself.
By yourself at 16?
16, yeah.
When bro brought you here at 16?
El sueño americano.
Yeah? Where did you see it? When, ¿dónde viste el sueño americano? ¿Quién te lo contó? Who told you about this dream?
People that, I will see people back in my, in my town, coming with these big old trucks, and, uh, seemed like they had everything figured out. And I would be like, oh, maybe if I go to the El Norte, I can find, my luck. Because, over there is not much that you can do for a living. So I thought about it like a lot. I started to think, how can I go there? When is the right time, to do it? And I came here and started working. And yeah, that's
Okay, so when you tell me about your little town, ¿cómo se llama? What's the name?
Hidalgo.
And when you say it's little and there's not a lot, what can you people, what if anybody was to visit when you were at that time when you were over there at 16 years old, what can they see around as far as like the people or how big it was, or what did you have or what didn't have as you were growing up?
I would prefer not to, leave my town now that I'm a grown up, because I couldn't see the things that really matter, like, family, like, the calorcito that you feel with the warmth, with your, from home, from people, from neighbors, everyone there, and you don't get to see that here. That changes when you come here. You start realizing that you're on your own and you have to, do things different here.
But as far as opportunities in that town, do you see that there was anything for you that you can?
I worked a lot. I started work very early, at 13, 14 years old. I had to, because I needed to help my parents, and I will do everything. I will take care of, this. I remember this old lady that I will take care of, and they will pay me. Her kids will pay me for, taking care of her. And I started making money, and I was like, maybe this is it. Maybe I can, do this for the rest of my life, But then, as I grew up, I started to, realize that there is always more. But there was not much.
There.
Not much.
Do you remember the day that you made the decision after you have seen people going back to town and their big trucks dressing really nice? Then you made the decision. When was it that you were like, you know what, I have to give it a go and not go that way?
I was working at that time, and but I got bored too. I was like, I want to see the world. I want to see how it looks out there, and I want to make more money also. And when I was 16, almost 17, when I decided to pack my things and say, okay, I'm going, and we'll see what happened.
Yeah. And so literally by yourself, like what did your parents say whenever they realized that you were going to leave? Did you tell anybody you were leaving?
I told only my parents, because we have this idea that if you tell everyone there, you might not make it, and then you have to go back, and won't be nice. If everybody sees you there and they're like, what happened? You didn't make it, so you only disappear. That's what you do. And then
Okay, so it's mostly like trying to protect you from in case you fail el del norte.
Yeah.
Y que no des la cara de vergüenza que
yeah, that's what we
you didn't make it.
yeah,
So you just left in the middle of the night and you made your way.
exactly.
Solita?
No, I came here with my husband.
Oh, your husband?
Yeah.
You were married at 16?
Yes.
You were married at 16 years old.
Yes.
Different times over there. Different culture.
Different. Yeah. They don't care.
Yeah.
We don't care.
We don't.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Certain regions, right? I don't think every single region, but I guess in little towns, the culture is like that.
Yeah. It's okay if you do it. I mean, you're a grown up.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you're not, but
Well, yeah, you
they
can
say ¿cuántas tortillas menos? The parents say, oh yeah, leave. You have to leave. I don't have to feed you no more.
¿Cuántas tortillas menos? I just got it. I'm like, what? I never heard
The
it.
parents say that.
But yeah.
They make fun. They make fun of that. And they say that all the time. Like,
Well, you had your 15 in Mexico, so after that, you're kind of sort of going into, well, I'm saying not you, but usually.
Yeah, people,
I mean, in the old times, I don't know if they still do, but it's kind of like you're moving into womanhood and starting to get, maybe get married, and there you are. Yeah. So y'all came together, y'all crossed legally. How was your journey there? Through the desert, did y'all pay somebody? Or
yeah, we paid somebody.
You paid somebody? Mm-hmm. How was it to cross? Was it scary?
Was scary. Yeah, it was scary. It was kind of like, I would ask myself, what am I doing here? Because I didn't really have to come, but it was scary.
So you started doubting your decision?
Yeah, because there is a lot of, bad people.
Mm-hmm.
You start and see the real world. It's not like just thinking, I'm going to El Norte and I'm going to make money. So you have to go through a journey. The hardest, I think. It's been the most scary.
When did it click on you that you were not in your pueblito anymore?
I remember it was the second frontera.
Yeah.
When
what happened?
I was like, no, what am I doing here? This is not what I want. This is not my story. But I did it anyways. I was here already, so.
What did you see that made you realize that? Was it the people? Was it certain things that just...
it was the people, the things that they do for a living. Mm. And I'm like, this is scary. I don't want to do this. If I was them, I don't think I would do this.
And you were conscious enough even at 16 to know that that's something that was like...
Yeah, I started to grow up just there.
Yeah?
I started like, I was like, stop being, scared. You have to stand up for yourself. Mm-hmm. And then that's when I started thinking maybe I need to go through all these, to start growing up and thinking more that life is not what I think
it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so fast forward now, you've done different things, and now you start modeling about 5 years ago or so.
About 5 years.
So what happened exactly? What made you want to think? So you made the journey, you started working different jobs.
Yeah.
And where did the idea, did anybody tell you that you saw something on social media that maybe somebody made a comment like, hey, you're kind of pretty, you should try it?
You know, people will always tell me, and I was like, yeah. And you know, when I was little, I want to share this with you tonight. I was little, and I will, always put on clothes. You know, we were 6. I have 5 more siblings, and we had very little of everything.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember I would love to put on clothes and stand in front of the mirror and, start like, modeling and all this stuff. And I liked it. And part of the things that I do now, I do it because I want to make that little girl, proud. I want to, like, if I could go back, I wish I could tell her, hey, I did this for you. Everything is going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You're going to taste a little bit of what you always wanted. And when I came here, people will tell me that a lot, that you can be a model. And I was like, if I wasn't a model back in my town, I can't be a model here. It's impossible. But then I met Anel. I remember the day exactly how did I met her. She came to me. I was at the gym working out, and she was there too. I didn't know her. I never, I never saw her before. But that day she came to me and she said, you're the perfect model for my concept. And I was like, I was talking to a friend, and I was like, are you talking to me or are you talking to her? And she said, no, you. And I was like, no way. And she started showing me all of her work on social media, pictures. She gave me her phone number. It was like the perfect opportunity. I was like, this is not a joke. Maybe I can, start doing something about, my dream that I had. Like, it was there somewhere, but still a dream. So, I started modeling with her, doing the Catrina concepts. So I know she's watching, so I want to let her know, Anel, I'm doing this for you, for me, because I know how hard you work and how passionate you are about the things you do. And I'm always trying to, do my best when it comes to her work, because I know she does it with a lot of, effort, passion, and I'm always like, I have to make it look good. I have to do my best. Y tengo que ponerme a la altura.
Yeah, I seen you a few times on the Catrina dress, and
I like artistic makeup. I like fashion and I like glamour, but I have a thing for artistic makeup. Because they don't get to see the real you. They're always wondering. They're like, "Is that your real hair? Is that your the color of your eyes? Is that how tall you are?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm this tall, or I can say whatever I want."
Yeah. Let's backtrack a little bit to whenever you were 6 years old and you were doing and changing the clothes. Yeah. Is that because you were playing with your relative, with your brothers and sisters, or was it something that you used to see on TV?
Yeah, I started with my little dolls. We all had dolls back then, and I would put on clothes on them, and I liked clothes, shoes. I didn't have any. I had a very little, of that, but I loved it. We didn't have a TV back then. Sometimes it will, we will have one black and white TV, and I will see, shows and see pretty girls, pretty faces on TV, and I was like, maybe one day.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. I remember that a lot, and I'm always telling my kids that story, and they make fun of me. They're like, "Oh, poor mama," but that's it. And now that I do it, I actually get to do it. I think a lot about that, the little girl that I was, so innocent, thinking that everything was easy.
So whenever after you're talking to Anel and y'all had a conversation, how long did she reach out? How long did it take for her to reach out? And did you thought about the conversation at that time to see like maybe could it possibly happen?
Yeah, I will. I was so excited, and I went to see her Facebook page, her Instagram page, and it was it was real. I was like, this is not a joke. This is something that is real, and maybe I can get to do. But I didn't have any experience or anything, but I wanted to do it. And yeah, she reached out to me like she needed me. That I think it was, I don't know what day it was, but she needed me that weekend. I remember she said she was doing something on that weekend. So I was like, yeah, I'm ready. But I wasn't ready. But I went with her. And
so no matter what she called, you were going to say yes, regardless whether you were ready or not, because that was your time. You've been thinking about it since you were 6 years old.
Yeah, I wanted to.
This is the only time that you seem to be real at that time, right? And then?
Well, we did it. And she said, she's been so nice to me. She's always like, motivating me. She say, no, you are a model. You have to act like you're a model because you are. Stop thinking that you're not, because you're really giving it all here with me. And that's how everything started. She gave me this confidence, I felt good around her. And I was like, if we want to keep doing this, you better do it right. And yeah, everything came. I remember that the concept that we did back then made it to a magazine.
Yeah.
They even did an interview. I didn't get the magazine because I didn't know how things worked. So I didn't get the magazine. I don't know much about that, how it happened.
Yeah.
I was, like, when they said, oh, hey, you made it to a cover magazine, I was like, no way. I couldn't believe it. And I just, they said, you can get your magazine here, there. And, I never did. Because, I like I said before, I doubted myself a lot and I couldn't believe it. Like, was like, no, maybe this was just like, casualidad, porque solo pasó.
Just by luck.
Yeah.
But where do you think that comes from as far as you not wanting to, or doubting a little bit? Of course, you never done it before, right? But she saw something in you, you actually did, and they took some pictures. It seemed that they were very, very well done.
Yeah.
So where do you think that lack of, maybe you at that time still believe that you could do this, that you are a model at that time? Where did it come from? Do you know?
I think it is that when you come here to the United States, you feel like you cannot achieve big things. Like, you're here just to work and work hard to make a difference. So that's when I started, thinking that I needed to work really, really hard in order to be someone in life. So that's it. I think I don't have that much confidence because I didn't have much confidence back then because when you have very little in life, you appreciate other things more. Like, my mom taught me so many values, and I was like, I'm not going to do this and that because she might not like it, and that means sometimes not doing what you love,
right,
or not doing what you like to do. You're always asking maybe, but it's just that a maybe.
Yeah, that's true. But I like the fact that because a lot of us come that way, especially I'm Mexicano también, so I was born in Mexico and little pueblito too. So we can never see ourselves besides the TV and maybe working, and we feel like that's it. but for me it wasn't. I felt there was more, and I think you felt the same fire desire that even though like this is not it. Like there's no way.
Right.
There's got to be more to it than this. I appreciate all the hard work all my family has done, but I don't feel that is sufficient enough for me.
Right.
And I'm not gonna stay still until I keep doing different things, because there is like something in there, you know.
Yes, there is
you want to call it a fire.
Have the fire.
Something, you know. So that's pretty cool that you were able to do that. And let's get to the first. So you finally, let's take us to the first time when you get there with her. So you get there, she starts doing all her thing that she does. Takes time consuming. How long was it for that particular Catrina?
It was a long time because, you know, every time she does makeup to a new model, it's hard for her to, you know, connect.
Yeah.
Because that's what she does. She connects with the person that is in front of her. And it was maybe 4 or 5 hours. And we did 2 concepts that day. And I was exhausted, you know. I was like, wow, I never thought about modeling, you know, could be this hard. I never thought it could be this hard, but I did it. And I was like, I can do it.
Okay, so let's take back a little bit, a couple of steps. You get the 5 hours done and everything, and now you're finally about to, because nobody's seen you, and you're about to make your entrance to wherever it is. How does that feel? How does your heart feel in at that moment? Your nerves?
Nervous. Yeah, I was nervous, and I was like, I have to make it look great. Even, you know, when you have like a lot of things, like these big dresses, these big hats, and you're like, no, I have to do it right. So that way she will call me again, and she'll tell me that she needs me, and we'll keep doing this cool stuff.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And that day you did 2 of them, 5 hours. That's a lot.
I think it was more.
Probably.
Yeah. Well, just to get ready. But then they had to take pictures. That was like another 3 hours.
And how does it feel when people want to take pictures with you all the time? Because I was there.
I know. Yeah. It's so cool. Yeah, I love it. I love when people come and they're like scared and they say, can I take a picture? Yeah, sure. Come. And yeah, I can stand there for like 2-3 hours. No problem.
Oh, I seen you in action.
Yes.
I seen you in action. We did the event with at the Heights District, and you was there. You were very professional. You were standing right there. You do it whatever you need.
Yeah, you know.
Walk this way. You were there.
I have to do it, and I have to look fierce, so I don't smile that much. And I'm used to always, you know, this fierce look and this, and when I'm smiling, I'm like, no, you can't smile. You don't have to smile. Yeah. And that's when people say, are you uncomfortable? Are you like tired? And I'm like, no, I'm just into my character.
I'm in character. We are
alone. Yeah, I can't laugh.
You can't laugh right now. Leave me alone.
Yes.
Como los soldados allá de Inglaterra que tienen que estar así bien.
Exacto.
Right
Sí.
there.
Sí, I have to do, this is my duty. Leave me alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, leave her alone. She's serious. It's not that she's serious or comfortable. She's doing her job.
Yes.
Déjenla trabajar.
Yes. Outside of that, I'm always smiling.
Of course. Look at you. Great smile. Okay, so thank you very much for checking out this episode. Make sure you hit the subscribe notification bell. And now back to the podcast. Finally, you actually had some magazines that were published, right? That you actually make after that one.
Them, but yeah, a lot of them.
How did it feel to know that you were actually going to
now ya las compro todas ahora.
Really?
Yeah, because you know, when I'm old, I want to be like, oh yeah, I have all these. I did all these, like this, you know, the Titanic old lady.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, that's me, girl. That was me.
That was me right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's amazing.
Yeah, no, you know, I have to say that it takes a lot of work.
Yeah.
But also, you know, photographers, I've met a lot of cool people. Like Anel is on top. You know, I love her a lot, and she's got all my respect. She's an amazing person. She's been so good to me. I really appreciate her giving me this opportunity, because she was the only one that you know, always pushed me to do better, to accomplish all the things we've done together. But yeah, sí, saludos, Alfa de las Catrinas.
Yeah,
Ella tienes, if you're gonna talk about Anel, you gotta say La Alfa de las
La Alfa
Catrinas.
de las Catrinas.
Please,
Yeah, absolutely.
And with photographers, they're amazing. They do amazing, and I love it. I love, seeing the final result.
Yeah. Let's talk about a couple of the challenges that you have to go through because, you're a pretty girl. You're a beautiful woman.
Thank you.
And a lot of the times, people seem to want to take advantage, whether it push or you work or they want something else in return. How do you deal with those things? Because lots of them, maybe they don't want to talk about it.
I'll remain silent. Silent. I never say a word. I don't know. It's. I try not to, show my emotions that much. I'm like, whenever I talk to someone, I'm nice and everything. But if they start, asking me things that I don't like, I prefer to, just move on. And, I don't say yes to everybody. I keep myself, with the people that I feel this energy. If I feel comfortable with you, I'll be with you all the time. I stick with you forever, for life.
For life.
But yeah, I ignore a lot of, bad comments. Like this. Yeah, I've met people that, they ask me to do weird things, and I'm like, why are you asking me this? Don't just see me the way I am, the way I respect people a lot, and I expect that,
What do you think they get wrong whenever they see a picture of you? They think that they can maybe say certain things. What do you think that they think about you at that time? Like that you feel like you're a certain way, maybe?
Yeah. I used to care a lot of what people will think about me, but lately I'm like, no, you can't please everyone. Like, you have to do what you do, and no matter what they say, no matter the bad comments or opinions that are not like helping you grow.
Yeah.
You have to just let it go.
Yeah, a lot of I'll be saying if somebody doesn't like you, it's their problem. It's not mine. You know what I mean? Because I don't go with intentions of like you're not liking me, but
Yes.
it's obvious. Some people don't like money. Some people don't like certain things that people are very obvious to like, and it's unfortunate, but it's not because I'll go out there try to purposely like make you look like I'll make you feel annoy you or something.
Right. You don't put your energy on that.
And then there's 8 billion people in the world. As much as you want to, I think it's more of one working to try to love everybody else, and eventually they default to you. But sometimes, again, there's so many of us. There's so many backgrounds. There's so many histories and things like that. It's just not going to be. And like you were saying earlier, yeah, I think it is important to find the people that are within your tribe and the people that have a mind of excelling and being more than coming from a pueblito and just working and just that's just it. And Okay, so tell me about your you've been to Anel found you in the gym.
Yes.
Some of your IGs are a lot. I have workout and a lot of fitness journey. When did you begin that? When did you decided to work out, get into the? I don't know if you compete or anything. It seemed like you could compete.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I do this for me. It's hard for us, especially women. We are like surrounded by all these stereotypes. I would say I fell for that. At the beginning, I was like, I don't like the way I look. I want to look different. I want to, have more confidence. I have to, I wanted everyone to like me. But then I started, doing it, and I felt like let's say I loved the way I felt when I work out, and I started to lift weights. I started to get strong. So then I realized that all I wanted to be it was, being strong, not being pretty, not being, attractive. I just wanted to be strong.
Of course.
And it's not just your body, but your mind.
Right.
Yeah. And then I was like, I'm glad I found this passion because it helped me build my confidence. And it's not about looks. It's about how you feel with, yourself. You have to like yourself first.
What was it, the stereotypes that you fell in, that you would hear or would kind of sort of get to you at times when you first began? What was it?
Well, I will be surrounded of, pretty girls, pretty women. And I was like, I'm not that pretty. I'm so skinny. I need to eat more. And I need to, do something different because this is not working for me. But then I will eat a lot. And I was like, no, I'm still the same. I need to do something different. I need to motivate myself to go to the gym. And I started with nothing. I didn't know nothing, just like modeling. So I don't like to ask people for, help. That's like my toxic trait, I will say.
Why is that? When you feel like they're just gonna see you a certain way because you asking help?
I don't like when people see me struggling. I'm always like, I always say, no, I'm strong.
Is that because you feel like you're gonna be too vulnerable and they might take advantage? So you want to make sure that you always show that you're strong.
And to me it shows like weakness, but there is nothing wrong with with that. You don't have to be strong all the time, and I need to put that in my mind really, and that's what I've been working on. I've been working on a lot of things, and I'm always like fixing myself. Like.
Of course.
You go inside of you and you try to, work on yourself and be better.
Meditate.
Yeah.
You meditate.
Yeah. So I do that a lot. And there is things that I still need to work on.
Tell us how important it is for people they might not see it or might think it's some voodoo or some magic, but why meditating can help you to do and deal and become better here. Why do you tell people why is it important to do meditating, or at least try it out?
Yes. Yeah, it's very important because you're not going to find it out there. It's not out there. It's always inside. Mm-hmm. And I believe that if you work on yourself and if you, try to better yourself, that's the answer. Because even if you have everything in life, you will always feel empty if you don't go inside and fix all the issues. Because maybe it's not the outside, and maybe it's you. It's always inside of us.
People always talk about going inside, but nobody ever talks about how to go inside. And if you sit down and just be in your thoughts for a little bit and realizing things start coming to you, it's the reason why you do this or why you don't do that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you start like, okay, now I get it why I'm doing this. Now I get it why I do that.
And it's hard to do it, because we are distracted by a lot of things. That is hard. It's hard for us to find the perfect time to do it. But yeah, there is always time for the right things, for what matter most. And I think if you want to be good, if you want everybody around you to be good, you have to start with yourself.
Yeah. What is that saying? If you want to change the world, you got to start with you.
Yes. I know it's you can say, oh, it's nothing. What I can change, but you can do it with the very little piece that you have.
That's true. Yeah. So where are you right now on your fitness journey? You get to a place where you're happy as to what do you do it for? Like maybe the reasons why you started is because you saw something, maybe you hear something and you want to change it. But now where you at in your fitness journey as far as just the reason why you work out now, the reason why you go out and,
Because I feel better, I do it for, it's my stress reliever now. And I've learned a lot about, fitness, and I read a lot about it. And it says that you really get strong, but like I said before, it's your mind. And I want to teach that to my kids. I want them to start, exercising, and you're going to start not just feeling better, but, feeling this thing. I can't explain how it is, but there is no thoughts, there is no opinions, there is nothing that will, make you feel like you're not enough, or maybe you have to look this way, that way. It's just that if you feel good doing what you do, that should be enough.
Yeah. I like that part. To me, like I work out too, and it used to be my I steal my me time when I go to the gym. I just want to be
Awesome.
doing my thing. But the reason why I did it just made a lot of sense for me to, if you think about the way our ancestors, our people, like when from your pueblo and everywhere, everybody walks around, they're very active compared to the things that we do here, that if you don't have a job, that you're always moving, then you're either sitting down all the time and not getting sun, not doing none of that. So it's only obvious that you have to be moving around.
Yeah.
And then I heard not that long ago, probably on a podcast, wherever the podcast it was, is that like when you work out, it does actually fortify your mind more because you get to those uncomfortable places, even though it hurts a little bit, not in a bad way, but you push yourself
to the
lifting.
Yeah.
And then, of course, it helps you grow more. Adding the meditating and watching what you eat, of course, you know, it is going to make a difference in your life.
Yeah, because I think it's more like you have to take more of the inside than the outside, because eventually we all, you know,
deteriorate. We all go.
Yeah, we are not
babies.
So yeah, but if you take care of your mind and your thoughts, and everything follows, you know, like you look good, people, you know, feel inspired.
Yeah.
Sometimes you do it to inspire others, not just for you, but you never know. You do it and you never know who you can be inspiring.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely. So you've been had an opportunity to be on videos, music videos?
Yeah, music videos.
How many videos so far have you done?
It's like a couple of them. Yeah. One still on the making.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a big thing, they say. You know, there is a Mexican producer now. He used to sing, but now he only makes the songs for artists. Fato.
Sounds familiar a little bit. If we find it, put an image to Carlos. It's sounding like it is. Me recuerda algo.
Él fue el autor de las canciones, se las dio a este artista. Y
¿Nos puedes decir el nombre? Can you tell us the names yet, or es un secreto todavía until the video comes
I can't say much.
Okay.
I didn't post any pictures. I couldn't. They say you can't post pictures. You can't say anything about this. But then when it comes, you can, you know, share with everyone.
Did they give you a time when it was going to be coming out, or not?
Not really, no, because they still had more videos to do. So I don't know.
That's
when.
Cool.
But yeah, I did a video for this guy. He sings beautifully. I think, I don't know, he needs to be really, really famous, and he's not like famous like he should be, because he sings beautifully. Yeah.
Was it with was it in your regular clothes, or was it with one of the Catrinas?
It was my regular clothes. It was more like Glamour.
Glamour.
Yeah, I was the pretty girl, you know, and
see, there you were. One moment thinking you were not the pretty girl, the next time you were here doing.
They do magic, you know. Anel.
You have to have a good foundation in order for them to do magic. So, you know, give yourself credit.
Oh, well, thank you.
And then the other video, which is the other video, and what was the artist?
Marcelo Villa. He lives in Fort Worth. And I've learned that he does a lot of these events. It's called rodeos. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a lot into charro music.
Gotcha.
And I think he does more of his work down there at San Antonio, Houston.
Nice.
But yeah, it was like 5 years ago.
Oh.
No, I'm sorry. No, 3 years ago.
Oh, wow. How did those opportunities come to be? Did they reach out to you, social media? Do you have a representative, or you're your own representative?
You know, it seems like Anel is always been there through Anel. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's always there, you know, finding opportunities. I would say that she's very, you know, determined to.
Determined, yeah.
Yeah.
Determined, you got the right way.
Determined to, you know, do a lot of things. That's what I love about her. Yes. And yeah, she said, you can do it. And I was like, yeah, if you say so, I can do it. Yeah.
If you say so.
Yeah, because, you know, she always, she likes people that really wants to do the job.
Yeah.
And she's very professional, and I like that about her because I am professional too, and I like to.
You have to be super professional to do a Catrina, because I've seen the big eyes, the big contacts that you have to put on. They look, it hurts. My boy knew he cried a couple of times putting them on.
No,
The big.
not many people
tacones
can,
too.
take
Yeah.
those.
Not the big wigs. Sometimes Anel goes big.
She goes
Sometimes
big.
whenever she does
Yeah.
the Catrinas.
We or go home.
The crown is heavy. The makeup, everything that she
Everything
puts on
together.
it, all the rocks,
Yeah.
and the dresses is
The
big.
skirts, everything.
So she found the perfect candidate because you work out. So you have to work out. It's a
Yes.
benefit for you to do that because I can imagine being fast. First of all, sitting down, having patience, good
Yes.
for the meditating part. And then after that, being able to carry all that
Yeah.
and just be walking around, y que no te caigas,
Sí.
and then just be, y seria también, like,
Serial.
play the part.
Sometimes you have to, talk to not talk to people. I'm sorry, you don't talk to people, but you have to be there for people.
So if you see her, she don't talk to you back, just remember she's doing her job. She's not being rude.
Yeah, but
So
after that,
y'all can cheat each other.
we can party.
You can chat. I'll perhaps say. So you like glamour and modeling in that part. Of course, we know now that you were when you were 6 years old, but now that you're older, do you like that too as well? Like walking the wrong way, getting to wear different pieces.
Yeah, I love clothes.
Yeah.
Who doesn't, right? All women, we love clothes, we love shoes. But yeah,
I could do away with walking around with nothing. I'm fine. Well, the society doesn't agree.
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love glamour too.
Yeah?
I like doing glamour, but I just need I won't say the confidence because I'm starting to like it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I think I can now. I'm like, sometimes I tell myself, you've done a lot of things. You have to start believing in yourself. You have to, start realizing that you're not bad at what you do because you really do it with your heart.
Mhm.
And if you do it that way, it can't be bad, can't be wrong. So yeah, when they say, "Are you a model?" and I'm like, "Yeah." Now I say I am a model.
Yeah. Does it feel good?
I feel good about it.
That's good. Okay, so we were in a little bit short on time. However, is there any final thoughts of anything that you wanted to express today? Again, I do appreciate it. I know you want to thank me for the opportunity, but I want to thank you for being here. But at the same time, I want you to, if there's anything that you wanted to touch on that maybe you had in mind coming this way, that I'm like, I want to say this. I want to maybe share this. Is there
Yeah.
anything you have in mind?
And I pretty much said everything, and I felt good, sharing all my experiences with you. I want to, every opportunity that comes to me, I'm so grateful because I know there is always something else coming,
Right.
I like to think that way. So if you're here, you never know where you're going to be tomorrow, right? Because that's how life works.
Yeah.
It's full of opportunities. So I'm very grateful. I think being grateful it's virtue.
Yeah.
So I'm very grateful for being here tonight with you. Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, I feel great. And this is an experience that I didn't know I was going to be able to, come here and share a little bit of myself, but I like it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, appreciate. I told you it was going to be easy. Okay.
It's easy. Yeah. And you made it look easy. And
I got a gift. I'm gifted.
yes, you are. Yeah. You're
I do.
very professional. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. People don't understand how much of a, not to say that like, oh, I'm the best or Christina,
if you do it right, you're the best. You
Christina
have
or anything like that, but I have my own ways of doing the things that I do, and I really care to find out more about you. I wish I had more things to look about your story and different things right
Next
there.
time.
But whatever you had is I wanted to have that.
Yes.
To be able to have the right questions, be able to be impactful of somebody that maybe on YouTube sees it and be like, you know what, like she did it too, like a little pueblito, to maybe not realizing that she could, to like, look, I'm a model. When they ask you, I am a model.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
it's amazing, and it's so cool to share all this journey, because I like sharing things with people because you can see when they are being, genuine, they come from the same place that you come from.
Yeah.
That's something that is really cool because they understand that part of you.
Yeah.
And I think being here tonight is one of the amazing experiences that I got to,
You go for more. This is just like a little piece of
beginning, yeah,
of course.
yeah,
I mean, everything is again, like you said, everything can change overnight. And you've been consistently doing the different things that you've been doing, and different opportunities you have. I mean,
yes, I believe there is always something for us. I've been here for 16 years and I've achieved a lot of things. Just modeling was like the impossible for me, but everything else, I'm so happy with the things I've
awesome.
achieved.
Let us know all your social media. Where can they find you at? By the way, you have to request and you have to be patient, and she'll accept you eventually. You're not a strange individual. But all your social media, where can they find you? Where can people, if they want it? Instagram.
Yeah, only Instagram for now.
And then Instagram is
Brisa-TC.
TC.
Sí.
Okay. And shout outs, any saludos, shout outs to anybody.
Pues saludos a Anel, creo que ya le di muchos saludos. Yo sé que anda de vacaciones. I want to say hi. Ella no sabía que yo venía porque no es que no quise compartirlo, pero yo le quería dar como la sorpresa, como decir, oh, wow, she's there. Y yo sé que ella siempre está como pensando que yo no lo voy a hacer, pero pues una de las razones por las que quise estar aquí es porque lo que ella ha hecho tiene uno que contarlo, tiene uno que compartirlo y tiene uno que mostrárselo a la gente y hablar de ello.
Hey, me debe mi entrevista todavía. Ya tenemos unas cuantas veces que no habíamos podido conectarnos bien.
Estoy segura que va a estar feliz de estar acá.
Pero ya estamos trabajando
Qué
con
bueno.
ella para hacer algo eventualmente. Ok, ¿otros saludos a diferentes gentes?
Pues a toda la gente que nos mira, to everyone that is watching, thank you so much for the support. And I've met a lot of, cool people. So, yeah, to everyone on social media, thank you. Thank you so much. And
you need a TikTok, especially if you're fitness. You'll be famous by tomorrow.
really? I'm scared of that. Yeah.
I'm scared of Scared of TikTok or scared of just being famous?
TikTok.
No, I was going to say that.
I've seen, these videos and I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready for that kind of,
Maybe, well, whenever you're ready, you'll know. And
yeah,
maybe
I need to post. I need to.
See you posting on there. It's super easy. There's CapCut is one of the apps that I use to edit my videos, and it's super easy. They got filters, they got little editors. It's super simple. He does most of the bigger stuff, but the TikToks and all that, I'm there with that editing the stuff.
Cool.
And what is an important lesson? Saludos, anybody else? Anybody, your family, familia?
Mi familia no tienen redes sociales. They're not very social, so...
They might find on YouTube. YouTube's nice.
Sí, pues a toda mi familia, I miss them so badly. But they're so happy because I'm doing this everything here. They're like, oh, you're famous, you're on TV, you have these magazines, you're a model. And I'm like, yeah, I'm so happy. And they're so happy about me doing all this. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. That's very awesome. That you,
thank you.
Again, it's amazing to be able to come from humble beginnings, places that people wouldn't even understand. We can tell you that we come from little towns, little places where there's not a lot, with maybe you don't get water all the time. Maybe you don't even have like running water, a restroom. Maybe you have an outhouse.
Yes.
But we can tell you, but until you lived it and you were there, and you were part of that, and now we're here.
And sometimes, exactly. And they see you and they think you never struggle in life. But just because you have the things you have now doesn't mean you had to, struggle a lot in the past. So, sometimes it's good to, tell the stories that people can't imagine. They don't know that you've been through a lot, and everybody have a story, and there's always a story behind, success, behind a happy person, sad person. There is always something that they have to say.
Yeah.
And it's good that you are giving them, the opportunity to share and the voice. And it's
I like your story because I know your story, even though I didn't know you, I didn't know how did you got to be there. It's freaking awesome to hear that what you have to do to get here,
Yeah.
I think my podcast is a big deal, but at the same time, every person that I get to talk to that shares their story is an amazing person too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, it's pretty cool to tell.
Yeah, sometimes when you experience this kind of stuff, or when you have a rough life, you appreciate a lot of, you appreciate things a lot more, and that's what makes you human,
Yeah.
And coming here and talk to someone that feels the same way, it's an amazing energy, you feel good, and then you start sharing your life, and
Yeah.
and you're not ashamed of it because you shouldn't be. And it's part of life. That's how you grow, and that's how you get to places, really starting somewhere.
Yeah, I had the same problem from like you, where like I should say this, or what they're gonna say, or what they're gonna think type of situation when I was younger. But now it's like I don't care to say anything as far as what my history was.
Yeah.
And I don't live there, but those things happen, and it's okay that they happen because had to happen in order for me to keep continuing the journey that I have, given that I'm given life and then I keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why I was given those things,
Wow.
Okay, so what is an important lesson that you would tell your younger self doing modeling or different things that you've done that will help somebody out? What is something very important that you learned doing this that will help somebody else?
Like an advice, or
An advice. So, like, if you were to go back in time 5 years ago before you started doing the modeling, or the times that you have been doing it, your younger self, what would you tell her that somebody would listen and would help them? Whether it would be advice, whether it would be whatever it would be.
I would say be patient. Be patient. There's always something for you. Work hard, and always have gratitude in life, for the little things, for the big things, for the things you don't have. So yeah, it'll be like, be patient.
Awesome. And another one, this was a little deeper, but I think it's important. So usually when I wake up or throughout the day sometime, I heard it from somebody and I liked it a lot. It's like, I'm not immortal, I am mortal, and I will die one day. And that's just not to scare me to be like thinking that I'm going to go. But at the same time, it's like, we're not here for as much as we want to. And life is beautiful. It's challenging sometimes, but it's beautiful sometimes. We're not going to be forever.
Yeah.
But it helps me hurry up and do things. Do this, do that, try this, to that. With that, I wish you a long, prosperous life. However, when everything's said and done, what do you want people to think or feel about your life?
I love spreading kindness, helping others with whatever I can. So I wish I could help a lot of people, but I want them to remember me as, the person that cares for others. And always be kind. Even if you don't have anything to, give them, you can always talk to them in the way that they can feel safe. So kindness goes a long way.
Yeah, I like that very much. Brisa, thank you very much for being here. Again, I didn't know your story. We ran into you before. I've seen Anel, and I had no doubt that one of these days we're going to be here together to talk about your history, your life. And again, it's amazing, the story. I can't stress it enough. I know I said it a lot of times, but if you're listening to it right now, you can't really grasp the understanding of coming from a little bitty pueblito. A pueblo is a town where there's really not a lot of opportunities.
Right.
To maybe even at 6 years old, having a dream of maybe dreaming that things could happen, to making your way over here. crossing and having to go through that journey, which is very tough because I did it too. Maybe not the same way. I think mine was easier, but still crossing. And then at the same time getting here and maybe working so hard and maybe not realizing,
from scratch.
of course, and then realizing that maybe sometimes is this it? But then realizing no, that's not it yet. And then you get an opportunity to be a model and be on magazines and different things like that. I think this is for you just a step for bigger things. And without a doubt, with the things that we do, with the things that you post, don't doubt that you definitely are being watched all over the world, different places. So you definitely are a global Latin factor. So Brisa,
thank you.
You're a global Latin factor. Thank you very much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you all so much.
This was another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Remember to subscribe. And remember, we are just like you. We're people. We're humans. We are the spice in this melting pot that it is the world. Till next time.
Bye.
Thank you very much for checking out another episode of the Global Latin Factor podcast. Make sure you go and subscribe to the channel. You are very important, and it means a lot to us whenever you go and subscribe and hit the bell so you can get notifications whenever we have new episodes. It really does truly mean a lot to us. Thank you very much.
Like a pero but in fact is a flamingo coming to Havana and reef from Puerto Rico on a pirate ship. You don't know where do we go. The birds of the jungle chasing fortune and fame, but Juan